Julie Andrews is more than just a Hollywood legend. She is a representation of elegance, tenacity, and ageless talent. Her life narrative is one of exceptional skills, silent sorrows, rebirth, and dignity in the face of severe personal tragedy. Few people fully comprehend the emotional cost of her illustrious career, even though audiences across the world remember her dazzling smile, her crystal clear voice, and her calm grace. Beneath the polished performances lies a woman who endured trauma, rejection, heartbreak, and a devastating loss that could have ended her artistic identity, but did not. Julie Andrews was born Julia Elizabeth Wells on October 1st, 1935, in Surrey, England. Her early years were very different from the cozy, romanticized worlds she would subsequently play on screen. Her early feeling of stability was shattered by her parents' divorce when she was still very young, leaving her with long lasting emotional wounds. Later, her mother remarried Ted Andrews, a struggling singer who saw Julie's incredible voice talent right away. Julie's vocal range extended nearly 4 octaves, an almost unheard of skill for a kid, and she was already performing in public by the time she was 7 years old. But the cost of early success was high and frequently unseen. Emotional trauma, financial strain, and instability were the reason behind the applause. Julie's early years were spent performing in adult settings, where discipline, obedience, and excellence were required without respect for childhood innocence, causing her to grow up far too rapidly. She stunned people and changed the perception of her secretive, guarded nature when she disclosed that her stepfather had been abusive decades later. She found solace and survival in singing. It tethered her to a life of unrelenting expectations while providing her with escape, protection, and purpose. She quickly and unquestionably rose to prominence in British musical theatre. When Julie performed in front of royalty as a teenager, she was praised not only for her voice but also for her technical mastery, professionalism, and emotional development. She was hailed as a prodigy by London's West End, and Broadway quickly followed. She became a global theatrical sensation after landing the lead in My Fair Lady. She performed flawlessly every night, winning praise from the industry, standing ovations, and positive reviews. However, the announcement of the film adaptation of My Fair Lady was one of the most agonizing moments in her career. Even though Julie Andrews was the first to play Eliza Doolittle, Audrey Hepburn was chosen. She was severely hurt by the choice, which was motivated by the studio's politics, perceived box office appeal, and Hollywood hierarchy. Julie learned an early lesson about rejection, power, and injustice in the entertainment industry from one of the most notorious casting disputes in movie history. But fate was subtly planning a different course. Julie Andrews debuted in the movie Mary Poppins in 1964. She effortlessly possessed the warmth, discipline, authority, whimsy, and emotional balance required for the job. Her performance revolutionized the musical genre of the big screen. After being rejected before, many considered her winning the Academy Award for Best Actress as Poetic Justice. She starred in The Sound of Music the next year, a movie that went beyond theaters to become a worldwide cultural sensation. Because of its success, she became one of the most recognizable faces in the world and solidified her place in history. Julie Andrews was seen as the epitome of moral clarity, optimism, and purity during the height of her stardom. Although her personal life was much more complicated and human, studios promoted her as a symbol of wholesomeness. She married set designer Tony Walton in 1959, and the two had a daughter, Emma Walton Hamilton. Even though the marriage was affectionate, it rapidly deteriorated due to the demands of fame, strict schedules, and emotional isolation. In 1968, the marriage terminated in divorce. Julie prioritized solitude over show. In contrast to many other celebrities of her time, she refrained from using her personal life as a weapon to get attention or sympathy, and she hardly spoke of the anguish of the split in public. This self-control turned into a defining trait that both won her respect and prevented the world from witnessing much of her emotional journey. An important new chapter was highlighted by her second marriage to renowned director Blake Edwards. They created one of the Hollywood's longest-lasting and most intellectually sound alliances. Mutual respect, creative cooperation, and shared beliefs were the cornerstones of their marriage. They adopted two Vietnamese children, Amy and Joanna, and formed a blended family. Demonstrating Julie's strong commitment to responsibility, compassion, and chosen family, she was described by friends as loving, considerate, and incredibly devoted, but emotionally guarded due to the traumas of her early life. Julie Andrews kept developing professionally. She took on humorous and serious roles that showed bravery and range since she refused to be constrained by her idealized appearance. Her flexibility was demonstrated in films such as Victor Victoria, which garnered additional praise and demonstrated that she was much more than a musical ingenue. Beneath the achievement, however, was an unsaid fear, the vulnerability of her voice and the potential loss of the one talent that made her unique. In 1997, that fear came true. What was intended to be a standard vocal cord surgery was performed on Julie Andrews. Rather, it caused irreversible harm to her singing voice. The loss was disastrous. It was like losing a limb for a lady whose identity, self assurance, and career had been based on her voice excellence. She went on to saying that the aftermath was emotionally devastating, characterized by wrath, sadness, despair, and a deep sense of confusion. Hollywood's reaction was subdued and revealing. Roles in music disappeared, the number of invitations decreased. Without it, the business that had formerly praised her voice found it difficult to accommodate her. Julie filed a lawsuit against the offending doctors, but she eventually dropped the case because she preferred emotional closure to a long-term resentment. Many insiders acknowledged in private that they had misjudged her fortitude and tenacity. Julie Andrews, however, would not go away. She reimagined herself with amazing grace. She made a comeback to the big screen in non-singing parts, and The Princess Diaries gave her newfound prominence in the early 2000s. She personified knowledge, power, kindness, and humor in her role as Queen Clarice Rinaldi. Her ageless presence and dignity were reaffirmed in the role, which also introduced her to a younger audience. Julie pursued writing, narration, and mentorship in addition to performing. She used her position to promote humanitarian issues, wrote children's books, and narrated documentaries. Her later years reflected wisdom gained from hardship rather than privilege. Julie Andrews has long been respected in public for her professionalism and modesty. She is emotionally educated, disciplined, and giving according to other actors. The directors commend her calm authority, leadership, and preparation. Gossip columns, long hungry for scandals, found little to exploit. Although she did not live a painless life, she did it with self-control, integrity, and dignity. Her accolades are numerous, including an Academy Award, Golden Globes, BAFTA, Grammy, Emmy, and Damehood from Queen Elizabeth II. However, she has continuously minimized recognition, prioritizing interpersonal relationships over awards. I've had a very full life, but not without its sadness, is still one of her most often cited observations. Her legacy is defined by her honesty. Julie Andrews is a unique character in contemporary entertainment today, a woman whose strength comes from perseverance, self-respect, and emotional honesty rather than controversy, excess, or continual reinvention. Her tale is more than just one of achievement. It is an example of loss, resilience, and inner strength. Perseverance is failing 19 times and succeeding the 20th, she famously remarked. Her life is wonderfully summed up in that one sentence. Julie Andrews serves as a reminder to the world that dignity once earned never fades. True power does not shout, and fame does not shield. Even though her voice was taken away from her, her legacy, humanity, and influence are still felt by future generations more powerfully than any song could. In the end, Julie Andrews' narrative leaves behind much more than films, accolades, or sentimentality. It teaches us that strength can exist in silence, devoid of spectacle and noise. She took a different route, one characterized by self-respect, patience, and restraint, in a field that was founded on scandal, reinvention, and continual visibility. Her legacy is so unique because of that decision. Ultimately, Julie Andrews shows us that legacy is not just based on accomplishments, but also on how one reacts when success is no longer assured. Her life demonstrates that great craftsmanship is based on character as much as skill, that dignity can endure fame, and that identity can endure change. To stay relevant, she didn't have to take back the limelight, she just stayed the same. And that might be her most important duty of all.